I achieved 80% win rate and gained 100 elo in 1 week, less than 30 games. Here is how you can do it too, and it's actually very simple, yet it has been overlooked by 99.99% of chess players, and I will review it to you in the next 10 minutes. Strap your seatbelts, because it's going to be a wild ride. Indeed, many players do train puzzles, but they do like 10 puzzles in 5 minutes and call it a day. In the video recording me doing puzzles I posted 1 month ago, I did 13 puzzles and it took me over 2.5 hours. Watch it after this to understand the training method better. I compressed everything into a solid 30 minutes of complicated line. Well, that is the time disparity, and you're probably curious why slower is actually better. Let me begin with explaining my method. You'll probably understand the purpose of this method and why it works. Even if you don't, I'll explain. To begin with, open first, analyze the position. Sounds simple, but there's some exquisites. Begin with counting the material. So in this case, we've got knight, bishop, knight. And if we count the pawns, we are up a pawn. So we are 1 pawn against 1 knight. In this case, we need to win at least a piece to get the upper hand. And of course, we also need to stop the attack on the king. Next, look for weaknesses. It can be back rank issues, a weak king, or a stranded piece. Mark them using annotation. For instance, in this case, we can mark down these 2 pieces because they can be targeted simultaneously by the knight. And these knights aren't looking that beautiful as well. Look at them. They've only got a few places to go to, and there's even an extra pin. Next, we look for checks, captures, and attacks. In this case, this is the only check, doesn't work. We need to look for attacks. This is one of the attacking moves, and also captures, but none of the captures actually make much sense. So in this case, we have gotten an option. This will become my new option. So the next step is the really important part. Calculate every line to its end. That is very important and the core of this method. Don't get mad if you can't get it in like 10 minutes. Just keep calculating every possibility. Eventually, after you roll out every possibility, or you get a puzzle of course, you'll need new ideas. Based on the issues you came across while calculating and come up with new ideas. Again, calculate deeply and with patience. Engage every line. Only when you find a line where you're absolutely sure you're actually winning, you play it. Theoretically, you should get it correct every time if you're actually trying hard enough. In this case, the line that I'm looking at is knight c4. After the queen moves away, we capture the bishop. The queen captures, and now I take the pawn. The knight is stranded, and once it moves back to h3, we proceed to further attack the knight on a4. There's a pin, thereby we win back the knight. After this sequence of moves, we are better because of how there is a pin on the king, our bishop is then exposed, and we can bring our queen close up to attack the rook as well. So, if we just play it, and by all means, you should also consider this possibility when you are actually doing the puzzle yourself. So in this case, I calculated queen f3, queen h6, queen d3, let us play it. And the next move is bishop e5. This is a great example of a 2-7-6-4 puzzle. Indeed, you can argue that I didn't really do much apart from the normal training method, but it's actually very different. You learn to analyze real game scenarios and find weaknesses faster. You will become a master. You'll become a master at deep calculation. Most importantly, it will actually expand your understanding of tactics, exploring new possibilities of exploiting weaknesses, and forcing you to think of them in depth on the very first time you see them. These 3 components will make you faster, stronger, and more creative. Now, I suppose you want something more than theory, something more concrete. So here's my present for you. I'll show you 5 puzzles around 1400, 1700, 2200, 300, and 2600. Seeing that we've already finished the 2600 puzzle, let us choose a 2300 puzzle. We are supposed to look for checks, captures, and attacks. In this case, checks include queen f7, also a capture. Let me just proceed with the line I saw here. Queen f7, bishop f7, rook g7, rook g7, rook g7 again, king h6, I take the bishop. We are knight against bishop, and we're up a pawn on the h file, and we will get the puzzle correct since we calculated deeply and carefully. Now, this time, in case you are not a trade queen guy when you're attacking the king, you will know that sometimes the trade actually benefits you, as long as you can immediately win material back and get a better position. Great, now let's move on down to a 2000 puzzle. So this is an endgame puzzle, and for endgames it's actually something different. You should recall your endgame knowledge to its maximum. Think about things like trades, opposition, triangulation. There are many more endgame knowledge that you should learn. If you're actually interested, subscribe now. I will be making a video before July ends about 99 most important endgames everybody should know. So in this case, it is something known as a outside pass pawn. So after c takes b5, a takes b5, we play a4, and after takes, we create an outside pass pawn over here. Let us move on to a 1700 puzzle. So after some careful calculation, you would conclude that bishop c2 is basically the only move, and after that, it's actually checkmate. Never just go on impulse, say there's only this check, not to allow promotion, I should just play it. No, you should calculate until the end, even if you know that is actually the only move that can even make sense. Finally, a 1400 puzzle. So this time is actually just teaching us something about the rule of the square. So what is the rule of the square? After captures, we bring our king back. If he tries to promote, we keep on bringing out king, we capture the pawn. To save time, I haven't shown you the careful calculation, so just head on to that video below. I show you how you're actually supposed to calculate. Okay, now, what's more, I think you'd love to see how tactics actually work in real games. So, let me show you one game live. Since I'm not satisfied with just my temporary account of showing you 5 puzzles around the difficulty level of 2000, notice that I actually named myself ChessOnFire55 in memory of the 55 subscribers I have right now. So if you actually watch the video to this length, please subscribe, make this number bigger than 55. I always remember and love every single subscriber out there. We will be going back to our main account and playing a game at the 2350 level. Great, we entered a opposite side castling position after the opening, and it is a great opportunity for us to play some tactics. Our opponent is pretty aggressive. Why don't I show you one small tactic? Intermezzo. I'm going to attack the knight first, and once it moves back, we take then, because after this we have bishop g6. Attacking this pawn over here, quite a surprise. And indeed it is kind of difficult to defend. So here the idea of queen f2 is targeting our bishop, and the idea is knight d5. In this case, let's try this. And this, and this. Yes. Let's go here. There's always this problem. Let's avoid that. Rook c7. Wow. Oh my god. I think I finally see a puzzle here. We give up the knight. I'll try to explain. Pay attention. Rook c2, king moves, rook check, winning queen. Understand? Understand? Well, I'm not sure. I hope you understood. I think it's just queen, I don't know, king g1, king h1. Probably the only move possible right now. Or else... Oh! We got it. This. I think I should go here. I spotted the tactic here correctly. I'm just too low on time, I can't calculate clearly here. So the idea is after takes, I go here. He goes back, I went here, after rook here, king b5. I just figured that this might have been safer. Like, in a moment of being very scared, I just run away and I just lost. That wasn't great performance at the end, but I mean, throughout the game, that was pretty good. In my opinion, it's actually worth it. Because if you lose one game like this, you're probably going to win like 10. Because you actually calculated this game, and because you actually spotted this beautiful, beautiful sacrificing attack. Let me give you another game. Something entirely on a different note. I'm really proud of this game. I beat a 2400. Even though my opponent is by all means a better positional player, he outmatched me, you see, the entire time. He's just better. He's better positionally. He's better at his strategy. And I'm quickly losing. I even managed to blunder a piece. But once he won the piece and he slowed down his moves, I am there to fire some attack up. And here, well, my opponent played this. 3 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Do you see the move? Yeah, there's this move. I spend 3 seconds. If you take my rook, queen back, I take the rook. I'm just winning. He's far better than me strategically. But I'm much better with aggressive play and tactical nuances. So I can safely say that I'm around 2250 rated in strategic play, but my tactics is like 2500 to 2600. Remember, just about a week ago, my tactics are around at the same level of my planning, my strategic play. So you see why this method is so good. It exploits the fast progress nature of puzzles and tactics to boost your rating sky high. So on that note, hang around my channel, subscribe, so you'll be notified when my future videos comes out. I will talk about strategic play so that I can help you boost your strategic play as well, helping you gain more elo. Apart from that, I will be covering everything from opening training to crucial endgames. Everything is core knowledge and top experience to help your chess. So now, go train some puzzles, do 5 to 10 daily, and after 7 days, you will see the progress in all. Until next time.